going zip lining, okay, or your mass tours that you then have and go put mud at the volcano and stuff like that, you might want to choose, to go out and do something with one of these guys,
The guys he's talking about, Alvin and Jody, two local fishermen who are now a part of the nonprofit called Connect Ocean, off the shores of Playa Flamingo in the Guanacaste region of Costa Rica. Did you know that between 80 and 90% of fish populations have been completely wiped out worldwide? And while that is a huge problem to tackle, Connect Ocean has a unique approach to marine conservation. They're actually going out fishing with the locals.
You can't just simply go into a community and say, hey guys, you need to stop fishing in this area because we're trying to create an MPA, because a lot of their livelihood depends on actually going out every day to make a living. Like the fishermen that we have in our project, the only food that they get to put on the table today is the fish that they catch. People need to eat. So what we're doing locally over here is working with local fishermen, and we're trying to help them to be able to go out fishing and catch less fish and earn more money.
But how? By leading tourists out on citizen science expeditions to learn about the local history of fishing, to catch fish using the traditional handline methods, and then to record and measure the fish that are caught.
And by looking at that data, we are then able to try and then work with these fishermen as co-partners in this ecosystem to be able then to rotate the areas and trying to establish spaces where the fish will not be caught over a period of time, effectively creating a closure, allowing that fish to be able to then grow to a suitable size and then kind of build up that population again.
Fishermen can make far more money leading these types of fishing tours than going out fishing on their own. That money is being used to help fill a huge gap in the ocean-to-table cycle in Costa Rica. Currently, many of the fishermen are without basic needs to keep, clean, and sell their fish directly to local restaurants. They're then forced to sell at an extremely low rate to a middleman in the major city of Costa Rica. That's where the fish is processed and then shipped right back to restaurants off the very beaches that the fish were originally caught. These fishermen, by the way, are working 12-plus hours a day and usually bringing home less than $20. 100% of the money made on these tours goes right back into helping fishermen buy the proper equipment that they need. And that money is even going into an app that will eventually allow them to sell on an online marketplace to other local restaurants.
I got one!
It's a sponsored snapper.
I got my first one!
Jody, who's learning English to be able to lead tours, talks a little bit about the day that we had at sea.
Is not many big fish, but is good experience. Is fish come back on the water. Is really good.
The experience was really good.
Yeah.
So after spending 3 hours fishing, we caught 42 fish, but only 2 of those fish were acceptable to keep. The tour ends with the acceptable fish being cooked up Guanacaste style at a generationally owned local restaurant and then shared among friends. Now, watching this, you may be wondering, well, how does this affect me? Well, the ocean affects all of us.
The steps that you can take, you can find out who are the conservation groups, okay, closest to you geographically. Find out the work and the projects that they are working on. See how you can get involved. Check out, okay, sustainable seafood apps like Monterey Aquarium that also has these 3-level tiers of sustainable, vulnerable, or threatened.
Or next time that you're planning a trip to the Pacific side of Costa Rica, you can get out on an expedition with Connect Ocean and make a difference there.